Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Coruscant Unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seales, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-hosts Laurent and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits the funny hits and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to a Friday episode of Dumb People Town. Population you.
Population Laurent.
Holly Laurent.
How are you?
Hi.
So good. How are you?
So
We're
good.
so glad to have you.
So happy to have you. Holly Laurent is a writer and a performer.
Second City alum.
But a performer on this amazing NPR show that we did called
It's actually
Live,
a public radio
public
show.
radio
I wanna
show.
correct
I'm
you on
sorry.
that.
Live from here.
It is the evolution or the new iteration of Prairie Home Companion.
That's right.
It is music, sketches that are written that you guys do so beautifully, stand-up, music.
Storytelling.
Jeff Tweedy was on this week's episode.
Jeff Tweedy.
Dirty Projectors
Dirty
were on our episode.
Go back and listen to our episode. You are so funny. You did a sketch in our episode about a woman spring clean. What was it?
No,
putting away her summer clothes and bringing out her winter clothes
in St. Paul.
in St. Paul. So it was basically about how like wintertime just becomes completely apocalyptic.
And you basically became your mom.
Yeah.
You were just basically channeling your mom.
What was
Where
she
did
say-
I put
Wait,
that?
Now, what was it?
Her thing to get into character as my mom, you have to go, you know what? It
You know what?
has to begin with that.
Yeah, your mom.
You know what? And that's just her breath before she begins to speak. You know what? And we never noticed that
But
she was.
your husband, Greg Hess, who has been on the show and is very, very funny, he started to answer her at the very
You'd
beginning.
be like, what?
And you're like, stop,
Don't
Greg.
do that.
Stop.
That's just her preamble.
breathing.
That's her
Yeah,
ramping
don't
into
talk
it.
to her.
Holly,
She's
you know what?
breathing. You know what?
What's the thing she does? Can you please do one of the things she does about, like just seamlessly moving from
Yeah.
like a terrible tragedy to like regular stuff?
Well, Greg figured it out. He was like, she's a modern day prairie woman. Like she
Yeah.
processes tragedy and the mundane on the exact same emotional frequency. And
Yes.
she loves telling you bad news. I don't think she would realize that, but it's always like, oh, Hal, you know what? Yeah, you have to start.
What?
You know what? Hal, did you hear about Don Peacock? You love Don. You know Summer's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this last weekend, he's sitting there at his regular Saturday card game. And you know what? His brain slid down the back of his neck. And he might not make it. Hey, do you feel like some twice-baked potatoes? I might de-thaw some. And it's like, potato. Well, yeah, hold on. Wait, is Don Peacock done?
I'm just going to slide those potatoes into the oven.
That's right.
I'm just going to slide them in the back of the oven because they get really
I don't want them
toasty in
to
the
fall down like Don's brain slid down the back of his head.
Daniel.
And he might not make it. But you know what? He had a good life. He was always out polishing that black Corvette, and they had a pool too. So he had a good life while he was there.
They had a pool.
the criteria.
They had a pool, so it's okay.
Which in Southwest Michigan is
Yeah.
decadent because you get to use it for like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
out of
5
the year.
weeks.
For
They had
a
a
hot
pool, so
minute.
it's okay. I
You
mean,
know, he had a good life.
yeah.
You know what? We've got a brown station wagon, and you know what? He had a black Corvette. So, okay, I'll give you another one. I'll set you up, and then you do the. Okay, so
Okay.
then you take it to the mundane. I'll give you the tragic. Hal, Oh, you know what? Hal, did you hear about your Aunt Lori?
No.
She was up on a step stool trying to dust the ceiling fan. And you know what? It turned itself on. It sliced her in the head. She fell off the step stool and she died.
I'm going to slice up some oranges for you kids. Are you guys hungry?
Do you want them sliced up or will you eat them whole?
do you
Wait,
wanna peel
Lori's
them
dead?
yourself?
Mom, is Aunt Lori dead?
Do you want me to peel them or do
I'll
you want
slice
to just...
it right off for you. Just, honey, bring the slicer
Mom,
in here.
wait, who's taking care of my cousin Lindsay?
She
Wait,
can-
is Lori
you know
really
the
dead?
slicer we put on the apple and you just push it
Yeah,
down
it's
and all
just
this.
one slice. You
Oh,
can't.
you
the
can't do that
slices
for an
get
orange.
up.
It's
What's
gonna
happening to
spill
Aunt Lori? All right. Well, I love that because it is so simple in its silliness. Your mom's not dumb, but that is just a simple and hilarious.
I love it.
We believe that the world is getting dumber on this show, and our awesome fans send us great stories that we all just kind of break down. And Daniel's here. How you doing, Dan?
Good, my friend.
It is nice to have a Second City person
Yeah,
in the
Dan.
house.
I know.
You
Kind of
guys
bringing the family
were
back
fun
home.
to
Telling
us.
old stories.
It's
Yeah.
time, I know.
And let me just mention, like, friend of our show, someone who we do tons of stuff with, Brad Morris. He recommends you so highly. He was
love
like,
him
he
so
loves you
he
so
was
much.
like, we were like, we texted him and said we're hanging with you in St. Paul when we were there, and he
He's
was
like, that's my sister.
That's my sister.
That's my sister.
period.
We're like, really? He's like, no, but yes.
Yes.
So
We started improvising together in a group called The Reckoning probably 50 years ago. But Brad, it's funny because Brad's the one, we were trying to name our improv group. And so we had like a list of 20 and then it was a 10. We're trying to like name the group, but it's really important. And it came down to Civil War Land, which is like a George Saunders book. It was between Civil War Land as an improv group name.
that's great.
And Brad came up with, he kept saying Reckoning. And everyone's like, I like The Reckoning. And he's like, Reckoning. And we're like, yeah, The Reckoning would be good. And he's like, it's just
Reckoning.
Yeah.
Like
And-
like
Scorpions
eagles.
or scorpions.
And to this day, we love to give him shit because it's just always been The Reckoning from the beginning. And he's always like, it's just.
It's the Reckoning. So you're like, Brad, we got it. The Reckoning.
We got it.
All right. Well, it's time for the Reckoning for some dumb people. Dan, what do we got?
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Sent in by, you know how people change their handles for Halloween?
Yes.
I love that.
I like this one the best. Sent in by Bill Robinson, but like spooky, at Mr. Bill Robinson. So he just went, imagine that I made it.
Imagine I made a spooky Bill.
Sure.
I thought you called him Robertson.
Oh, that'd be a cool name too.
Bill Robertson.
An off-duty Border Patrol agent was holding a gender reveal celebration. I'm already out.
I'm
Wait,
already-
hold on. You
Okay.
got to go back.
All
My
right.
brain.
It's a loaded thing, isn't it?
Duty
Border
Patrol agent. So a lot of pressure on this person.
Right.
was holding a gender reveal
So
celebration.
his wife is pregnant, or if it's a woman, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just going to do a reveal that, or is it a he?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was going to reveal that he's transitioning.
No.
Yeah, that's how I read it.
I know,
He's
but that's
going to
not-
reveal
it's-
his true
it's a-
gender.
You know how,
gender
like, they
reveal
do-
That'd be
party.
fun
Or
too.
her true gender. Yeah.
That'd be fun too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this is a gender reveal.
This
Hey,
is a
we're having a
pregnant woman,
baby,
and they want to have a
baby.
party because we don't have enough parties to celebrate
no
ourselves.
kidding.
So this is before the baby even comes. They
This is
wanna
like
have-
the
So I take
Streamy
it,
Awards
I take it
of
the
parties.
two of you, and I'm referring to Jason and Randy. Do you have kids, Holly?
No.
No, yeah.
Not that
You guys did not do a gender reveal
No.
of any level?
Did you
we
just
did it to each other. I mean, we.
Yeah, no, we didn't have a party. Like I knew ahead of time what we were going to have. But
Right.
Like,
I didn't on my first. I still don't know he's 10.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
You know what?
what's
Don't
to be
gender
the
assign.
TBD.
That's
I
right.
said let's
TBD.
wait. Let's wait and see.
the assumption behind this party is that people give a
Thank you.
shit.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Like it feels like they're either so because now I feel like the big thing now is that you don't tell. It's a big thing not to say the name you've chosen because they just don't want to hear your thoughts on the name.
Right.
They've picked out the name. They don't want to hear what you have to say about it.
Right.
And
Why
then
don't
they're
you
going
call
to give
him
it this.
Zachariah? No, we
that
don't
was a
want to
dude
call
I knew
him
from college. He
Zachariah.
was a slut, and not even in like an empowering
In
way.
a bad way.
Yeah.
Zachariah. That's not his name.
What'd you say, Thackeray?
Did you say? I said Zachariah, but I
That's
like
the full name of Thackeray from Hocus Pocus.
Zachariah.
Yes.
God damn it! I know it is Halloween coming up.
When we're recording.
When we're recording.
When we're recording.
I want to know if the Border Patrol part is important to this.
Well, an off-duty
is
Border
some-
Patrol agent was holding a gender reveal celebration for his wife's pregnancy when he accidentally started a wildfire. Would you guys like to guess how many acres he set on fire in a gender reveal party?
Coming to you with an overview to find out how much damage did they do.
Okay. Okay, Holly, you
You
are
are
our
a guest. You can go first, Tig or third. Tig is
is in
second.
between the two of us. So where do you want to guess? What position? First, Tig, or third?
First,
Okay, so how many acres?
How many acres do you think?
20,000.
20,000 acres.
acres.
That's unbelievable.
And it's all pink
actually
smoke.
Right. It's a
He
girl.
looks over. That big enough for you, honey?
You wanted to have
Your
this
idea.
stupid party.
Your
Or maybe
idea.
he did. And she was like, now, you glad, Greg?
Greg, you see what we did? See what you did?
Right.
I'm going to say 200 acres.
200 acres.
That's a lot of acreage.
I'm going to say 1,000 acres.
1,000 acres.
20,000 Holly.
acres.
All right.
Okay.
She wants this fire to be big.
He accidentally started a 47,000 acre.
Oh my God!
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where?
For a
Congratulations-
party that
congrats
didn't
to Holly.
need to
Let's
happen.
all congrat-
Yeah,
Congrats.
congratulations, Holly.
Thank you.
For a party that didn't need to happen.
party that didn't
we
need
did
to
not have to have this party.
47,000 acre
acres.
fire.
Oh my Jesus.
What was the gender?
mixed?
Whatever it is, it's on fire.
Thank you.
Hello.
The where was I? Okay.
Jesus.
What state is this in?
This is on the border.
Border.
So
This
it's
is
got to be
one of our southern states.
Texas, New Mexico.
The incident will cost Dennis Dickey a hefty thumb in Why not?
Hefty thumb.
Hefty
Cut it
thumb.
off.
Yep. Hefty sum in restitution after he pleaded guilty Friday in federal court to a misdemeanor charge of causing a fire without a permit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
I know.
He probably shot
Look,
up a
I'm
flare.
thinking about torching 47,000 acres. What do I need to do? Sign up a permit? Oh, that feels like a lot of paperwork.
do I
I'm just
get-
going to start that
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
Nearly.
what could-
Go ahead.
I
No,
wonder if it's related to the party. Was he trying to do
he
sparklers?
shot-
yes.
Was he trying to do, or was he just smoking because he wants to smoke before the
Cigars-
baby gets
cigars.
here?
I'm off duty right
Cigars
now.
because of the gender.
No, it had to do with how the reveal was going to be placed.
Shot
Oh
a
my
flare, a
God.
pink
Nearly-
flare or a blue flare.
Nearly
Yeah.
800 firefighters from various agencies battled the sawmill fire for about a week in April 2017 at a cost of about $8.2 million.
Oh my God.
I will say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Totally worth it.
Don't you, how much pressure is that on your kid to be like, you need to become something? You need to
8.2
give
million,
back.
you're not even out the gate.
Do you know what you have to give back to this community in this world?
You
You've
have to
taken
plant
so
a
much.
fucking
just
like
by being-
size garden.
And what's his fee? He's a border patrol. Like he doesn't have any money.
The wildfire began when Dickey shot a target that contained tannerite, an explosive substance designed to detonate when shot by a high-velocity firearm.
Yep.
So he had like a
More guns, by the way.
he
in
had a
this country. We
target
need
thing.
more guns.
He had a target thing set up, and when he shot it, it would explode and reveal the color of whatever gender.
Yes.
The explosion was caught on film by a witness. Because why else would you blow something else?
You
up if you're
have
not
to
gonna
catch it
film
on
Got
film.
to.
That's
Do
got
you
to
have
go
the
on.
video of it?
I
Dan?
don't know.
Hey man, that's got to go on Facebook.
Yeah, can
put
you do
them-
one of them boomerang things so you can see it go back and forth?
Hey man.
I just
Do the
want to see us
explosion,
like
go
right before we had like
out the
wildlife in our
gun,
state, and
into
then
the
right
gun,
after.
back out the gun,
You know
into
that
the gun.
he's being like worked into the handbook too of like, you are Border Patrol agents. Now you may be saying, well, how much effect can I have on the border? Well,
a lot.
if you're Mr. Dickey, you can affect about 47,000 acres.
Dennis Dickey.
Dennis
double
Dickey,
D.
double D.
Double down, Don.
Like he has a friend that only calls him that when the friend is drunk.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like
Dee
double
Dee,
D.
Dee Dee, get me another.
They.
And
Yeah.
that's when they end up going to get sick. You know, I got to get some smokes, dude. I get this
Day.
name and we got to get some smokes.
They.
They
Dee
end
Dee,
up-
Dee Dee, come over here and blow me just a little.
What?
Just
What?
for like a minute. I
What?
don't even want to. I just want to know what
Hang
it
on a minute.
feels like.
Tannerite is a legal compound that has been linked to wildfires in several other Western states.
Dummy.
Dipshit.
Maybe we need to regulate a little bit of the tannerite.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
I'm going to ask you guys.
No
The
big
Tannerite
government.
lobby is huge.
No-
Tannerite lobby is huge.
Yeah.
No,
Can't
don't
stop
come
it.
for our tannerite.
Yeah.
We don't want big government.
You
How-
can take my Tannerite from my scorched dead hand.
Yeah, why don't you look up in the Constitution? Tannerite's protected.
The explosive target was part of a celebration of his wife's pregnancy and contained colored powder to show the gender of their baby. Blue for a boy, pink for
Is
a
it
girl.
blue for a boy and pink for a girl? Thanks for including that in the article.
How about green and yellow?
Yeah. Yeah.
How about black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow,
No,
black and
no,
yellow?
no.
Working remotely can be a challenge, especially for teams that are new to it. How do you deal with your work environment being the same as home while staying connected and productive? And then there's your newest coworker, the cat. Well, your friends at Trello have been powering remote teams globally for almost a decade. At a time when teams must come together more than ever to solve big challenges, Trello's here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's Collaborative Suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format, plus tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Trello keeps everyone organized and on the same page, helping teams communicate, focus, and connect. Teams of all shapes and sizes at companies like Google, Fender, Costco, and likely your favorite neighborhood coffee shop all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
Dennis Dickey's attorney, Sean Chapman, told all this to the Arizona Daily Star.
Sean Chapman is the type of guy who wears a suit but no tie.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Sean Chapman is the
100%.
kind of guy who always, before he speaks, should drink water, never does. He's swallowing a lot
Sean
on the
Chapman
mic.
is the type of guy who's got 3 bottles of Banaka.
He says, "You like these cufflinks? Got them from my dad. Took them out of the casket."
I was gonna say, Sean
Sean
Chapman.
Chapman tells you how many miles he gets to the gallon on his Ford Taurus
Sean Chapman has gone down on a woman exactly once.
by mistake.
And said, "Nailed it" at the end.
said nailed it and hated it.
Hated every minute of it. Said, not doing that again. That's
How's
not enough of that.
Sean Chapman said, "How's this helping me?"
Sean Chapman like to tell you the bar passed me on his business cards.
And he does have a few novelty neckties as well.
Oh, yeah.
Holidays.
Light up Christmas tree.
Sean went on to say Dickey immediately reported the fire to law enforcement, cooperated, and admitted that he started the fire. No shit, you're on film doing it.
Dummy.
You get that on film? Yep. All right.
All
well, maybe say it was
right,
me
I got
then.
that. I got the confession out of him, guys.
All right.
I'm going to ask you guys, what is the total amount in restitution that you think he's going to have to pay?
Okay, so it caused $8 million worth of damage.
$8.2 million,
$8.2
47,000
it cost
acres.
$8.2 million of manpower to put it out. That's
Probably.
not the
I don't
damage.
know.
That's
Yeah.
just what
I
it
don't know.
costs
Yeah.
in terms
So
of
what is his
firefighters.
restitution? And Holly, you're right. He doesn't have a huge salary, so how's he going to pay it off? What do you think?
You want to go first, Tig, or third?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I think he had to pay $79,000.
$79,000. Jason or Randy?
Jay?
I'm going to say that it's $150,000.
150? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like this is a lot. I'm going to say 189.
189.
I kind of went on the
from
9
Randy.
tip
Fine.
from Holly.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that 9 tip.
She's 1-0.
Dennis Dickey is going to have to pay a total amount of $220,000.
Oh,
Wow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Yes.
220.
Under his plea agreement, Dickey will pay $100,000 in restitution when his sentence when he is sentenced October 9th, and another $120,000
Where's he gonna get
in
it?
monthly
He's gonna have to take out a
installments. In monthly installments of $500 for the next 20 years.
What if he's sponsored by Gerber? And they're like,
we
great
love how much you
stunt.
care
We
about
loved it.
celebrating babies.
Hey,
y'all,
man.
we're working at Gerber now.
Right.
He just needs to get sponsored.
Y'all get a sponsor from Gerber.
Dickey was also sentenced to 5 years of probation. Quote, "It was a complete accident. Dickey
Accident?
said. Yep.
By the way, it wasn't a complete accident.
No.
No,
It was a gone wrong
It was
plan.
A mistake.
a mistake-riddled plan that
Yes.
ultimately what happened was what could have happened that
Right. 'Cause
everybody could
an
see.
accident is like, holy shit, I didn't see that coming.
An accident is like, whoops, I dropped this acid on this
It's not
baby.
like, well, that went the way I hoped it wouldn't.
That's an accident. It's not a, I'm going to shoot this thing and have it blow up next to a field that could catch
yeah,
fire.
like a dry
Right.
Arizona like tumbleweed forest.
That's not an accident.
Yeah, do we know the state yet?
Yeah,
it was
Arizona. So,
it was
like-
a complete accident. He told the magistrate judge,
It's
Leslie
not a
A. Bowman.
complete accident. You're a
Well,
complete accident.
like you shouldn't be allowed to vape in Arizona. Like there should be absolutely zero heat coming from anything anywhere. You choose to live in Arizona, it's like, yeah, you got to do it
Give up
underwater.
your ability to do it a different way.
Yeah.
Quote, "I feel absolutely horrible about it. It was probably one of the worst days of my life." Which makes
Probably?
me
Wait,
hope
so
that
they're-
Probably.
someday this son or daughter goes, "Dad, tell me about the day you found out I was going to be a boy or a girl."
well.
You're a disgrace. You are one of the worst.
I love that he
memories in
can't
my
even
life.
say with certainty that burning
is-
47,000 acres and causing $8.2 million worth of damage on something that he shouldn't have done
Why
wasn't
put
the
a
worst
ceiling
day
on
of
your
his life.
dreams,
Probably.
or your
Probably.
failures.
So let me get this straight. he didn't know what it was going to be.
No.
Somebody else filled the thing. So he was shooting to find out, essentially.
Right.
His wife knew, or the doctor knew.
Somebody knew, yeah.
Somebody
went and got the information from the doctor, then they
put
set
it there.
up.
They didn't know,
Right.
and it was like this great moment of revelation, and then, oh my God.
Did he hit it? Did he hit the target?
Oh,
on
yeah.
The
Yeah, and it
blew up.
exploded, and then a
47,000
spark
acres
hit.
wide.
Yeah.
on the first try?
We don't
We
know.
don't know.
We don't know.
Hopefully the third.
I bet he had to do it a lot. It's like
One,
shooting skis,
two,
right?
It's like getting his wife pregnant.
Yep.
Could have been.
He missed the first
I
two.
definitely hope that child 100% transitions.
Oh my
Like,
God, that would be the
It wasn't
greatest.
worth it.
That would be the greatest.
It was all for nothing.
That would be the greatest.
That would be the
The
single
ultimate-
greatest postscript
Like-
to any story we've ever done on this
You're
podcast.
like, hey, Dad, Dad, can we talk?
Yeah.
Sure, son.
Shoot.
Well, let's start there.
Shoot.
Go ahead.
Shoot.
I'm about to burn 47,000 acres of your personality.
I would. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If I found out that was true, I would start crying tears of joy.
Tears
of joy. Like enough tears they could
Like
put out
environmentalists would have been
47,000
happy.
acres.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Setting the fire was not a willful act, which meant that Dickie couldn't be charged with arson. How is it not a willful act?
Because he wasn't
Because his goal
intending
wasn't
to
I know,
light a
but
fire.
Still,
This
you,
was
you dance with the devil.
It's willful stupidity.
Well, listen to this. At the time Dickie shot the explosive target, winds were gusting up to 40 miles per
Oh
hour.
my God!
Because right before the fire started, he yelled, "I hit it in the wind! With that wind, I still hit that motherfucker!" And
That's right.
that turned out to be a bad omen.
Yeah.
Hey, Dickie, there's a little smoke coming up over there.
Yeah, that's a little windy. I hit it though.
Hey, Dickie.
Yeah, we
Dickie.
know you hit it. There was
Dickie,
like someone
let's
who's like,
run,
Hey,
Dickie.
maybe there's another way we can do this right now. The winds are at 40 miles
How
an
about
hour.
a dart on a water?
I mean, out at a thing, like if it's a 5 mile an hour wind,
Oh,
someone
yeah.
should be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
let's
How many
post
people
on.
were at the party?
640. No, I have no idea.
I'm going to
Three.
say 12."
Yeah. So at the time he shot the explosive target, winds were gusting up to 40 miles per hour. And
You
the
have to find the video of this, Dan.
The National Weather Service had issued a fire watch. Chuck Wonder, W-O-N or U-N-D-R.
Chuck Wonder is-
U-N-D-R.
Chuck
Is he the weather
Wonder.
guy?
You know what Chuck Wonder
He is-
loves to do? Go down on a woman. He can't get enough. Chuck Wonder.
Chuck Wonder.
Chuck Wonder on a first date just drops to his knees.
He's been in an on-again, off-again relationship, which is just him eating her out and then going back to his house.
He's like, girl, that's not going to eat itself, honey. Come on over.
Come on.
He is chief of the Green Valley Fire Department. He told the Arizona Daily Star in May of 2017.
Wow.
A fire watch is a red flag warning that conditions are ideal for wildland fire combustion
don't
and that
do
there
it.
is a potential for rapid spread, Wonder said.
Yep.
No injuries were reported from the fire, and no buildings were destroyed. But some households in the Greaterville and Singing Valley.
Speaking of rapid spread, that's what Chuck Wonder gets women to do at all.
Rapid spread.
Rapid spread.
They were evacuated. At times, hundreds of homeowners were under pre-evacuation orders.
Oh,
Wait, a nearby town is called Greaterville?
I know. I didn't want to skip over that either. And,
Greatersville.
Singing Valley.
Singing Valley and Greaterville.
Singing?
Yeah.
Singing Valley and Greaterville.
Greaterville.
The
Greaterville area. Oh,
That's our mini story. So look
Wow.
at for the first 20 years of this kid's life, he's paying $500 a month when he could have just said to the doctor,
No private
"Just tell
school
us."
for you, Junior.
car payment, man.
Oh, I know. A nice car
A nice
payment.
car payment.
Yeah.
I wish if it was a girl, he still called it Junior.
No matter what. Yeah.
We need to do that more. Name daughters after mothers and
and-
make it juniors.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Laura Kensington III.
Yeah.
Right?
That works.
Absolutely.
Can we do that?
Barbara Jones II.
Why not?
I do. It does drive me insane that the babies are named after the man.
Holly
It
Laurent.
makes no sense.
Holly
No
Laurent
sense.
Jr. That would be so great.
Right?
Hey, Junior, get over
Hey,
here.
Junior, get over here.
I would
Help
love
your
it.
mother out, Junior.
I would love it.
There have been times recently where I'm taking to calling my 4.5-year-old daughter Mama Joe. I just do it because I kind of want to see what it does, and she thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. But you ready to go, Mama Joe? She's like, Mama Joe, and I'm like, yep, that's what we're going with.
Come on, girl. Let's go, go, Mama Joe. Let's
That's
saddle up
great.
this pony, Mama Joe.
It's really fun to do.
I hope she starts singing like Mama Cass.
That would be
No.
so great.
Yeah.
Bring it on home.
That's a mini guy.
There
Holy
you go.
smokes!
There's
There.
a mini.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Follow
as
this
dropped.
lady on the Twitters. You are
On Twitter, I'm Laurent Holly.
Laurent. If you want to do it and sound like you're French, you can call her Laurent.
Laurent.
But it's
Holly.
Laurent Holly, and on Instagram,
It's opposite. It's Holly Laurent.
Holly
you go.
Laurent.
It's-
Follow. She's a great follow. Listen to her. She is hilarious and fantastic on Live From Here. You can go to livefromhere.org and catch up on old episodes, including ours, where she
Yours
did a
was
hilarious
so
sketch.
fun.
we want to come back and do it again. Hopefully, this season we'll get to come back and hang with you guys. I'm gonna, or in the new year.
Yeah,
Fingers
yeah,
crossed.
really be ringing Tom's bell.
Yeah,
We're gonna
push
do
it.
it.
We'll
We're
push
gonna do it because it was just a blast hanging out with you. And thank you for doing this. And we'll have you back. How about that?
So many bits. I love
So
it.
many bits. And oh shit, we gotta get back to work.
Okay, bye.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
It's a good show.